Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a live stream on Sunday night. I'm here with Razyel, Kayne, and Memo224, a different group of folks I normally do videos with. Glad to have them on here, and glad to talk about PulseCon and maybe talk about TFCon. I didn't go. I don't think you guys went.
No, I did not.
Kind of wish I did.
I'm here for the interview for Kato's job. That's what I'm.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, exactly. I was expecting Sergeant Larkin to be here and ask us questions.
Yeah.
How can we
I've got a few
replace
questions. Do you
Kato?
have tattoos?
Yeah, no. I have
Oh.
scars, mental scars.
Yeah.
Lots of those.
Yeah.
We'll check
So-
here.
So, yeah.
Do you have one of those hats? One of those Kangol hats?
The Roo hats.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I
I
have
have
some-
some weird hat, but
I got some Roo shoes. Does that count?
Sorry, folks. You got to have those two requirements. You got to have sleeves of tattoos and the hat.
Nice.
That's why we hired Kato.
face it, Memo. We're not gonna be as cool as Kato.
Well, I mean, what do I really have to offer? I live in the Midwest, so I'm last to get everything.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody watch my videos, and I don't have a Southern
watch your
draw with
stuff.
my accent, so I don't think I qualify.
Yeah, exactly. That was fun to watch when they were all doing the haul.
Yeah.
I think it was on PPR. I'm like, man, this is the southern of the Dixon line, Mason-Dixon lines people, all talking with that little bit of southern accent.
Little
It was really
twang.
cool. Yep. So
Yeah, that was a fun video.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
they
I
almost
got a bunch
killed the
of stuff.
guy. So that was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I mean, Transformers and murder. What can be better?
Exactly. It's like movie prime.
Then Elites is in the chat. I think they went down and met him
Yeah.
in the lobby or whatever. So, man, I wish I'd went. Do we know when the next one is or where it's at? Have they said?
Yeah, it's TFCon Toronto on December 12th, and I'm not
Okay.
going. Not this year.
Yeah.
I've never been to a con. Like I've been to Comic-Con once, like at Comic-Con Ottawa. So it's really, really it was fun back then even, but it's mostly still comics. It's not movies and everything. You had some celebrities, so that was fun. But I was Ben, who's in the chat. Hey Ben. He's looking for a partner to go to TFCon, and I said, well, this year I can't, but we're planning next year to go to the Toronto one. So, and they have the voice actors coming over, and writers, and so it should be fun. So
They just had their Comic-Con here in Indy. It's smaller than the big one, but
okay,
I mean, it still has a pretty cool gathering. Last time I went, Carrie Fisher was there. Jason Momoa was there. Quite a few other people. The guy that plays the Hound in Crown of Thrones or Game of Thrones was there.
okay,
Quite a few other people.
Nice.
Much smaller than the big one, though.
that's cool.
So the
Oh,
next
H&E
one-
Games is in the chat.
So the next one's in Canada, and then have they said where the next one in the U.S. will be?
It'll probably be in Baltimore again. Don't they do it there
I
every
need
year?
one a little closer. Like if they do Reston again, I'll be there. Because that's only like 3 hours for me.
Is it all one organization that does, like, they rotate TFCon and they do it, like, do they do it once, twice, 3 times a year, different state?
I think that they rotate sponsors. So I think it depends on if they get somebody sponsored. Didn't Chosen Prime sponsor this one?
Yeah, okay.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah, I think so. Cato says L.A. and Chicago. Oh man, come on.
Chicago. That'd be
I
interesting.
mean, maybe Chicago. I've been to Chicago a bunch. So,
Yeah, it's only a 4-hour drive for me. I got family up there, so I got a place to stay and
I
everything.
just hate the airport.
That's what's killing me. That's why Ben, I was grateful he said that we can, you could, because he has family in Toronto, so maybe we could go with them, because it was like $110 Canadian for like the whole weekend pass. I'm like, oh, that's really cheap. But then hotel would cost me $400. So that's because I do want to go and have some budget.
I mean, that's the going rate for a hotel in Chicago. Heaven forbid what they're going to pay during TFCon.
Yeah, exactly. And the hotels, they know, okay, geeks, they have money, they're going to spend on toys, but they need a place to stay, so we'll be there. So
Where do they have in Chicago at the what do you call it? The
They
center.
have to have a convention center.
I think they have
Chicago
it downtown,
has-
don't they?
Chicago has no shortage of meeting places.
I'm going to update my passport. Just one time, I'm gonna save $1,000, $2,000 and go meet you guys live. That'd be neat.
I
All
should
right.
have. I should
Somebody
have went
has
to
a
the
cat?
Western one. That's so close.
Welcome, everybody. Meet my asshole.
Get out of here.
That's cool. So you want to do
So what?
pickups?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Anybody get anything?
Recently, well, since last I spoke with Memo, I don't know if I showed you, I had the Bumblebee Origin. I actually found it in
Oh,
store.
cool.
They still have like 8, and I know people in Canada are looking for him, and I'm like, dude, just give me your name, address, I'll ship you one. Just pay for shipping, and it's yours. Because I went today. There's still 7 Bumblebee Origin shell forming there. They have 7 Rodimus Prime on shelf. They have 5 Gen Select Galvatron.
Wow.
So it's I think I'm the only collector in Gatineau. Like in my area, there was one guy who, if you saw, I received this one here.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I saw that.
Okay, I'm kind of happy that
Really?
if you don't count
All right.
Prime versus Prime and all those people that have contacts at Hasbro to steal or buy figure from them, whatever. I'm one of the earliest to have been able to get this in hand. Like everybody's gonna have to wait for shipping, and he's fantastic. Like the transformation is simple. The alt mode is a little, I don't want to say corny, but there was never an alt mode other than the cassette in the show. So they did what they could with this, but the robot mode is fantastic. A bit loose, like double jointed and everything. Articulation is good. Like it's really good. But what I didn't know is this one. I thought it was just like an homage figure. But then today I was researching my next voice actor video, and I put in G1 Ravage. It's this guy. I had no idea. This is really a G1 Ravage.
I could have told you by looking at it. It's a
yeah,
re-release.
the same
Missiles are
chrome.
different though, I think.
Well,
No,
they look pretty.
they
Like
look
it's
the
the
same.
same plasticky
Yeah.
chrome. It's yeah. I don't know if you. Yeah, my
My
camera's
eyes.
crap. But it's.
I
I was
haven't seen
super
one in like
impressed.
20 years.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that little thing stand. But with the kind of cool backdrop of the ship, and they have that little holster for the cassette. So when I went to the store, like when there was a leak in Canada on Facebook saying, "Oh, look what's on the shelf," I'm like, "This is Hasbro PulseCon exclusive." So I had no idea that they were going to release it in a Canadian store. So I just drove. I asked the guy, "Are you going to have it?" He's like, "Yes." So I said, "Can I pre-order it?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Am I the only one?" He said, "There was one more dude this morning that came in." So I was lucky. And then kept talking with the owner, and he said, "It's actually already in the back, but I cannot give it to you before the 22nd." So on the 22nd, I had a super shitty day, so I just left work and went to the store and picked it up. So really happy about that. I got Nightbird in the mail. Like it's not a new figure, but the colors are really sweet. But the legs are so, like, that's the thing. I have the loose leg trio. I have Nightbird. I have Trax, which I did the Larkin fix, and because that's what we're calling it for the leg, so it works. And then
get some Kiki.
Yeah, and then Rhinox. And honestly, Rhinox, people are complaining about the transformation for the legs. I don't know why. I had no problem transforming him in, out. Everything was smooth. Yeah, the weapons are a little short, but even then, I love this guy. It's awesome.
You want mine?
Go ahead. I'll give you my address. You didn't like him?
Well, I didn't dislike him enough to take him back to the store.
Yeah, okay.
There's Deluxe.
Hey, Deluxe.
Hey, Deluxe. As far as pickups for me, my latest was actually the Kayne Toys Fur Mini, which actually was sent to me by Deluxe. So big shout out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Huge thank you to Deluxe for that.
Yeah,
how'd you like him?
Oh, it's awesome. It really is. Much more simplified than the Masterpiece, but the transformation is fun, easy. I can't wait to get a full combiner out of it. Oh, Deluxe is delayed at the airport. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
man.
that sucks. Well, thanks for being here, Deluxe.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep. Just want to say hi to Ninja Bill, Burnt,
H&E,
Survive, H&E. H&E actually invited me. Anthony sent me the formal invite to join the TF reviewer community. So I was a really good day, and I'm on the Discord now. Having some issue with it, but it's looking fun. So yeah.
I know I recommend you two.
Thank you.
List. It was you two.
I appreciate
Raz
that.
and
Thanks,
Mo
man.
on there.
I appreciate it.
Is that it? That's all you got?
That's all I got. I mean, I've been.
That's a cool little bot, though. Do you have the masterpiece version?
I do. Yeah, it's usually right there in the middle, in front of the sun.
Yeah.
In front of the TIE fighters, but I have it in my office for the
That's
review.
gonna be a big combiner.
It is.
Well, that's the thing. Aren't you worried that because they haven't announced when they release the next one for the masterpiece, right? And now they're starting with the legend scale. So aren't you worried that they're just gonna switch and not finish it?
I think they've come too far now to switch and not finish it. To be honest, I mean, they've tricked so many people into buying it, even though they haven't. They only recently showed the combined mode. They can't back out now. I mean that kind of fallback would roll over onto
further
not just King toys, but over to Zeta too. So.
Hey, by the way, Memo, Anthony says you haven't replied to his email.
Oh, I see. Let's check that.
How about you, Inutabi? Have you picked up anything good?
Let's see what I get. Oh, I got this guy yesterday. Lando.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm looking for IG-88 or no IG-11.
IG-88 is the bounty hunter robot droid.
Yeah, I need him, and I need the Emperor.
Well, I mean, I have been getting other stuff. I don't know if I'll review them, but I've getting like the Infinity Saga figures.
Which one you get?
I got Fat Thor.
Oh, okay.
Iron Man, and my latest was Captain America from
the zombie one.
Not Endgame. No, well, I got the zombie one, but I got the Infinity War from the movie Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
That version of Cap.
I found this at Walmart. Slag.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's one.
I went in there the other day, and they had about 12 of those up in top stock and everything.
Yeah, they still have a couple
of
the
only one
too.
there, but they had to get it finally.
Yeah.
What's funny is they didn't have a single grinder, which is the Bayverse helicopter that comes with them.
They had plenty of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw like 7 of those today.
H&E, I just responded to your email. I didn't see it.
No.
Sorry about that.
Sharkticons.
I have toy hacks. I have Slag and Grimlock. I was waiting for Slag to have his own set to order about, save on shipping, that whole $1. So
I love toy hacks.
I need to get those. So both of those are up now? I haven't checked them in a while.
Well, Grimlock was there for a while. Oh, yeah. What else? I got the one for Mirage, like Classics Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the Siege and Kingdom mold. Sorry, but so I kept with the classic, and I just ordered the stickers for it, and it's pretty good.
I love their cell shaded windows.
Yeah,
yeah.
Back here, well, you can't really see it, but I've got my on top of the shelf here. I've got my bots in alt mode displayed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Majority of them have the cell shaded windshield and windows from Toy Hacks.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, yeah, I don't plan to do this. Like somebody commented on my Mirage video, was like, you should do a collaboration with Patriot Prime. I'm like, yeah, sure, you'll waste this time on that. Like, I'm like, I don't think that it's the same thing, the same range of subscriber.
Is there anything anybody's keeping an eye out for, like hardcore? right now.
I pre-ordered so much
Yeah.
stuff in the last day or so.
Yeah, I'm
Between
not.
Joe and Legacy.
I'm not going to do much as far as Legacy. I don't think I pre-ordered the G2 Prime, but I think that's about it.
That's laser. Yeah, the laser one.
Laser Prime. Yeah. I don't know if you saw I did a review of the Fans Hobby. Was it Fans Hobby version?
Nemesis or Arch Enemy or
I actually have both. I have the
Okay.
Arch Enemy and also their Prime, whatever it's called.
Oh, Jaylee's in the chat. Jaylee, great stories you have on Instagram. I read all of them. They're enjoyable.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the Stunticon drag strip. That's my favorite Stunticon. I pre-ordered the Insecticon with the kickback. Love the Insecticons, and I got Skids and G2 Prime. I don't care anything. RC looks fine. It just doesn't go with what I kind of collect. So
yeah. RC, I probably like this whole like first wave. I'm probably gonna skip like maybe Bulkhead, and because he looks good. I would have preferred a Transformers Prime Bulkhead. I get why people are upset, like because it's that's the new debate now. Instead of Bayvers versus G1, it's Bulkhead, Prime versus G1. And I understand why people are a little upset because they could have made him look like the original. And G1 fans, we've been complaining for 20 years. Why doesn't this stuff look like G1? So I think Transformer Prime have the same right to complain. Maybe it's kind of hard. Some of the comments are really harsh as usual, but nah. But Skids, I actually never knew who he was until about 12 months ago. So like even if I watch the whole show, he's just one of those.
Who Skids?
Yeah, who is Skid? So I'm probably not gonna get him. And the Insecticons, I apologize to everybody who loves them. I can't. I never did like them. Even as a kid, in the show, as a toy, they're my least favorite of any Transformers. So I'm gonna skip though. So maybe Wave 1 so far is not really for me.
Yeah,
I had Bombshell as a kid, so that was like my favorite of the Insecticons. I was hoping that they would do him first.
Yeah.
When they did it, but they still do all three.
I'm still holding out for a G1S Hound in Jeep, not some futuristic Jeep.
Or in the chat, I don't know why Ninja Bill is thanking me, but no problem. And then HNE, yes, I know it's blasphemy. I'm sorry.
Did you guys see the third-party panel?
Yeah, I watched that a couple hours ago.
Man, that Fans Toys line up looks amazing.
Yeah.
Which panel?
Third-party Masterpiece. Well, it's not all Masterpiece, just the third-party panel.
Okay. No, I didn't catch anything this weekend. I was so busy.
Zeta's Superion looks awesome. Looks just like their Masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, and those the two leg bots they're awesome. They're simplified versions of the Masterpiece, and I mean, I was blown away at how much fun I had playing around with them. Looks awesome.
So what they show? Power Glide. That's a definite purchase.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be probably up there in price just because there's a lot of engineering there. But yeah,
I'll be getting rid of my DX9.
he looked like, I'll take your DX9 if you want to sell it. That's for sure.
Okay,
I'll take both of them. But I mean, I wasn't too impressed with Fans Toys Huffer, but this thing looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like a model kit. It doesn't look like a Transformer when it's in alt mode. It's
okay.
True to life like crazy.
Their Scourge.
Mm-hmm.
That alt mode is clean.
That looks great. And they're doing the New Age Devastators getting re-released in the G2 colors, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. New Age is doing Beachcomber. So
yeah, that looked good.
Yeah.
That looked good.
What else did they show? Not Outback. No.
I can't remember.
Didn't they show a lot?
What's that?
Didn't they have Huffer?
I think they showed it, but everybody expected that. It's nothing new. He's been up for pre-order for 6 months?
Usually, like, it's easy repaints from Huffer to Puffer to
Yeah. Yeah.
You getting that Planet X Grimlock?
Thinking about it.
I am.
Thinking hard about it.
Thinking. I mean, things are getting tight as far as what I can spend now with buying a house and stuff, but I'm kind of gearing more towards the Legend scale. But man, that thing looks tremendous.
I got a bunch of stuff I got to sell off, so I'm gonna turn around and buy some stuff that's coming down the road. I'm gonna get rid of my turtles. I haven't even took them out of the box.
Really?
I
I thought you got the
I'm more
whole
of a
set.
box fan, but
I thought you got the whole set for the turtles. You haven't touched it?
no, I got the turtles, Metalhead, and Muckman and Mondo Gecko.
Okay.
So, but I kind of want to get that Zeta, the planes, build that combiner.
I mean, I have the Masterpiece, and that blew me out of the water. That's probably the most stable and most well articulated and posable of all the Masterpiece combiners from that company.
I'm thinking of getting rid of my fans toys because I still got them in the box. They've never been taken out. I got all three of the
really?
jets. Yeah, but I have a feeling that it's just not going to be. They get it done. It's just not going to be stable.
Well, I didn't buy them for combiner mode, anyhow. So, I mean, if they finish the set, awesome. But if you have to buy any extra parts for combiner mode, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, they look great though.
Yeah, I mean, anything. I don't really think there's anything Fans Toys does that looks bad, is there?
Not really. I mean, the only issues I think they've ever had was like Hydra's knee, and then like some stuff, stuff to be expected. I don't think you could say that they've just made a terrible figure. They've had minor issues,
and they usually fix them.
Yeah.
Maybe
some people don't like the
their
articulation on the mini bots, but
yeah, their RC I guess isn't one of the more popular ones, but
yeah.
Yeah, but RC in any company seems to be that cursed bot that nobody can get right.
MMC did it really good.
Yeah. Really? Okay. Yeah. So I don't do a lot of third parties.
MMC does a lot of stuff good. Like they're Insecticons. I mean, they weren't my favorites. The characters like you. So I got the MMC Insecticons on sale for it's like a 3-pack for $60.
Okay.
In Masterpiece. So I hopped on that, and those are my my Insecticons.
Yeah, do you guys shop just on like toy websites, or sometimes you go AliExpress, eBay?
Well, I work for a bank. I won't say who, but just from my experiences with what some customers have had to go through, I kind of stay away from like AliExpress and Mercari. I mean, I'm sure they're great companies, but I just don't want to get involved with it.
There's horror stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just from what I've experienced.
Yeah, because I've been looking at since PayPR did that video on AOYE oversized Nemesis Prime. I've been looking at and they're all on AliExpress, and it's like $13, $18 plus shipping, and they have. So I'm looking at AliExpress, and once you have that application, they send you deals like left and right, like they want you to spend money. So I haven't ordered anything yet, but like, I mean, they have an NBK Devastator for $63 shipped for $9. So I don't know if I want to test it, at that price, but it'd be interesting to be able to get one, because I don't have any combiners right now. Like I've only been collecting seriously for 2 years, so I'm happy that the Legacy line they're releasing combiners. I wish they would have started with somebody, because the Stunticons, as amazing as the recent reviews you guys all did on Menasor, the Stunticons will always be my least favorite combining team, because to me they're just clip-ons on a skeleton. Like even the animation model was just gray with clip-on cars. Like the car wasn't the limb, it was just clipped on him. So I never liked them. So if Legacy does really good combiners, sure I'll go down that rabbit hole. But
Yeah.
you think Motormaster will be like a commander class and everything else a deluxe?
If they're gonna release his trailer with him and it's required for the combiner mode, then I don't see how they could get away with not making it a commander class. To be honest,
Yeah.
there's gonna be so much plastic involved,
Yeah.
and then
But I mean,
transformation. Yeah,
they did it with Power of the Primes, or was it Combiner Wars? That I don't know how good that Menasor was, but I don't think he was a commander class back then, Motormaster.
well, Combiner Wars, wasn't it just ports and plugs? You didn't have to have the trailer to combine them.
Yeah, no, they just had the fold out ports and just plugged it together. I think this is going to be like a shell, and then the cars just basically clip on.
Essentially, like the masterpiece, the trailer is going to be required for combiner mode if they do it that way. Just like the same way Magic Square did it. Every version I have of Motor Masters, the trailer's required for combiner mode.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but the G1 toy, the trailer was the figure. Like the cab was just for the feet.
Right.
So that evolved over the years into now you could have an Optimus Prime repainted, could be considered Motor Master. So
I mean, they can do what they have to. To be honest, it's.
Would you think that every team leader is going to be a commander, like Silverbolt and?
No, I don't think so. Because with Motor Master, I mean, since the cars just clip on, I think that the trailer is going to be required just for him. I think everybody else will be able to get away with maybe just some combiner pants, or just like they did in Combiner Wars.
Yeah, so you'll have like a leader class Silverbolt with Deluxe's air raid and all the guys.
Probably.
Same thing for defense. Like Hotspot won't be a commander class. He'll just be a bigger Inferno, like a leader class. I'm hoping. I mean, 125 Canadian bucks for each team leader. That's gonna be a lot of dough. So
I hope I hope the combiner will be more solid. The problem with the combiner wars is they all look skinny. The legs are way too skinny on every one of them, and the waist is too skinny. So I hope they'll have at least some heft and some size to them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people complain about parts forming, but I totally agree with Bobby Skullface when he says that parts forming is required really to get an awesome combiner.
Yeah. I can see it for combiner. Like I know there was that third party where everything was included, like you didn't have any parts forming, so every part was already
MMC.
in the bot. Yeah,
MMC.
So,
and that's a good combiner, but it's not spectacular.
Okay. All right. It's hard to
do.
Yeah, well, I mean, serious collecting, really, you have to think about, like, depending what you do. You have people like Bert, who has every version of Optimus Prime unimaginable. That's one. I just want to do a chug line where I have one version of each character. So far, my only duplicate is Starscream, the Siege, and the Earthrise, because my son got them both, and I'm happy because I have the one Tetrajet and then the Seeker planes. So, but I just want to make sure I pick the right one that scales properly. So that's why third party, once you start mainline, third parties, there's very few third party mainline size. So
yeah, I'm just trying to do the first few seasons in the Hasbro line.
Yeah,
like the Arc bots and all the Decepticons. I got the majority of them, but still a few Sea Spray, Wind Charger, Brawn.
Yeah.
Which I know they did them in previous, but I'm talking about from War for Cybertron trilogy scale and everything. So I need them to finish off that. And I mean, there's some of the Target Masters. I've got the Titans Return Headmasters and all that, but they don't really. I guess maybe they do kind of scale. They're larger.
Well,
they're larger in
I'll
the
show
show,
you.
so they might work.
See, I ordered Brawn and Wind Charger from eBay, and they kind of scale. So this is Netflix Bumblebee,
Mm-hmm.
and this is Brawn from I think it's Titan Returns or Power of the Primes. So he's actually a little shorter than B.
Yeah.
So they don't perfectly scale, but they're still okay bot. Wind Charger is the same thing. So they're a little smaller. But I mean, if they would release a new deluxe Brawn, I probably would sell this one off. And
Yeah.
but now, we were supposed to get Gears with Kingdom. They canceled them. And
I think he'll come back.
oh
He'll
yeah,
come back.
eventually with Legacy for sure. I mean, but do you think they're gonna retool everything to be a G1 ish?
If they do Brawn, then they can easily just do a retool into Gears. It's
Outback and
yeah.
Oh yeah, Outback and then Swerve and
so they're going to maximize the molds, right? Because we already know like Skids is based on the Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Kato
mold,
was quick
apparently.
to figure that one out. Just like,
So
hey,
you got Skids, you can do the police car version, you can do crosscut or whatever the Diaclone or whatever, the silver one. Well, there's another version too, right? Isn't there a red one? Yeah, there's a red one.
Yeah. Well, that was the.
So there's like 4 different versions of Skid. So anything they can do multiple, they're gonna go with easily.
Yeah.
Because you can take Stunticon and make what Slapdash.
Yeah, I think
Slapdash.
The what's it? The Turbo Master.
Right. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's like a F1 car. He's
Okay.
yellow. He's yellow and blue, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, you repaint it. I mean, they've been doing it since 83, 84, so.
Yeah.
And I don't mind.
They love changing colors, but saving money. I'm not complaining. If they can get away with it, then why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Every figure.
Yeah.
One bot that I don't get why we didn't get, like the Netflix Bumblebee. I understand like he's looking like a beetle and, but they made very few of him. And then after that, with the Worlds Collide pack, they had a Cliff Jumper retool, which was basically a hubcap with just a Bumblebee head. And I'm thinking, like, you could have just retooled a little bit so that it's not a Volkswagen, but that it's not Cliff Jumper. That I think that was a little lazy. But and I saw the second World Collides pack, and it's all Cyberverse. Yeah. Which I don't mind Cyberverse. Like the show is fantastic. My 4 years old. He's 4 now. He just got his birthday. He loves it, and I watch it with him. There's tons of reference. It's good. The toys, a little cheap. Yeah, it's good. Like we got him. I thought it was a just regular Bumblebee with the wheels. He has no wheel. It's like a little flying car, but it's not the G1 saucer model. So I was like, where's the wheel on this? Anyway, so some toys are good. Like it's good for kids who want to throw them and, grind them and whatever.
Yeah.
So
I'd like for him to take the Netflix Bumblebee, the bug, and paint it in the light yellow from the Origins bee.
Yeah.
Because like the Netflix bee to me is too orange.
It is. It's pretty orange.
Yeah. But he's dear to my heart. So that was my white whale. I'm really happy to have him.
Over Wheeljack.
Yeah.
Thanks, H&E. I see your message. I appreciate that.
And this one here is awesome.
That's on display under my TV. In vault mode.
I didn't notice until I watched my video on him. He suffers from the same dual yellow that Sunstreaker does.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, after I'm like, oh come on, and I just said he didn't have that problem, but once it's uploaded, you're like, screw it. Can't win them all.
Power Master. There you go. Slapdash. I was thinking,
what
did I say? Turbo Master? It's a Power Master because it's Getaway, Slapdash, one other one. What was it? Can't remember.
There's so many.
I had Slapdash.
There's so many obscure bots that I never heard of. Like seriously, I've always been a fan. Like I've had the Matrix edition of the TV show for 10, 12 years now. But to go back and try to get up to date on 40 years 40-ish years of toys. It's people are posting stuff like which one is this one? I have no idea. But you guys seem to boom know everything. But I guess, have you constantly been monitoring the market for toys? And
I do it a lot. Mainly third party nowadays, to be honest. I spend a lot of time on the Chosen Prime and Toy Dojo, Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, me too.
entertainment is good.
Just because I live in the Midwest and my shelves are bare. I saw Origins Bumblebee once and never again. I'm surprised that I found Slag and Rhinox quickly like I did.
Yeah. I ordered Rhinox and Trax at the same time back when Hasbro Pulse announced them.
Mhm.
I ordered them from CMD store, and it was supposed to ship in September, but then they actually didn't ship until the second week of October, and I was starting to see Rhinox in store. And I'm like, man, if I would have seen a Trax, which Trax I never saw on the shelf, if I would have seen him, then at that point I would have just canceled my order. But CMD store, you prepay, like you pay the moment you order. It's not like the big bad toy store.
Yeah, I'm starting to see Trax on my shelves. I mean, I could probably go to 3 different stores and find them now, but I got mine from Best Buy.
Best Buy
places, yeah, Best Buy, the electronics store. Yeah,
they should have. I should check that. We have Best Buys, like 7 years ago, we didn't have Best Buy. Like, no, that's not true. We had Best Buy, but we have something called Future Shop, which was their version before they moved in, and eventually, like, we had Future Shop and Best Buy. So, and they had the same policy of price matching plus 10% discount. So anything you wanted, you just picked it up at Best Buy, went to Future Shop, had the same thing, the discount. So eventually they just shut down Future Shop. So you can't save all that money anymore.
H&E, you said that your research leads to some questions about Entertainment Earth's shipping process. What's that about?
After my research. Oh yeah, you did a video about that. I haven't watched that yet. Sorry, Anthony.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it either.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to watch these days too.
It is. It really is. Like I will spend sometimes hours watching YouTube, just like because I try to watch all my friends' stuff first, and I try to go down and watch like people I know stuff, and then there's all your subscriptions. So I've got subscriptions to like not just Transformer stuff, like other things too, like statues and 6-scale stuff and things like that. You
collect statues, or you just watch stuff about statues?
I have a couple statues, and I had a couple Star Wars statues.
Okay.
It's a whole different world. It's high level money when you're talking about statues.
Yeah,
$1,200, $2,000.
Like I one time I had a Darth Vader statue. It's like $500.
If you want to see about statues, Razyel, watch Bobby Skullface's videos.
Yeah, I don't follow Bobby.
Got a lot of DC stuff.
Yeah, he's got a lot of statues. His collection is crazy good.
Is he one of those like early birds? Like Prime versus Prime. I don't watch him because
no, he doesn't get stuff early. Usually he doesn't even buy it. People that have bought it send it to him for review because he doesn't buy everything.
He ships them back. That's cool.
But he's down and honest about everything. If he doesn't like something, he'll tell you. It's a good place to go for purchasing decisions, especially with third party figures.
Yeah,
that's something. Third party. I wish every third party. Company had their own website. Been saying that for a year now. It's you type in, I don't know, Fans Toys. They don't have a fanstoys.com or MMC or they all sell through. They have a Facebook page, but then they have you have to go to different online retailers to get them.
Yeah, you kind of want to. You kind of want to keep a, I guess you would say, a low profile to say you don't want too much official website. I would say with third
Well, yeah, but
party.
then
Yeah.
at this point, if we know about it, Hasbro knows about them, and they're just letting them.
Hasbro knows.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
So
they know.
this
You
is
just don't want to get in their way on certain things, right?
yeah.
Like
Well,
Yeah.
the
I
only
mean,
time Hasbro interfered was when they announced their Unicron, and another company also announced Unicron, and then they sued because they knew they were going to lose a lot of money on that
and
Kickstarter.
if you start doing anything with like the movie, if you do like movie knockoffs, I've seen them. They don't like the movie. I guess because the movie stuff brings a lot of money to the table.
yeah.
Well,
That's why
Hollywood probably puts a lot.
Fans Toys released Soundwave under a different company name.
Yeah.
Really? So I
Yeah.
guess they have to. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a lot more money. Not that the movie storyline would be more successful than War for Cybertrons, for instance, but the rights and the movie rights and everything in Hollywood is on top of everything. The moment that you touch one of their movies, they're gonna flag you for your video. Like I know Rogers Primal kept saying there's a couple songs, or he had to re-edit and re-release one of his videos because Universal was like, no, you have more than 8 seconds. Even if it was a different movie consecutively, it was more than 8 seconds, so they flagged him and they wouldn't budge. So
Wow.
oh yeah, Hollywood is a death machine. Like don't cross them.
Yeah. I try not to use any movie music if I can help it, but I don't know if you saw my McCready review for the NECA McCready. I had to use the starting music from the thing during that, but I kept it to less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's I always try to do 8 seconds. Like my next video, spoilers, is Frank Welker, and I've been dreading touching Frank Welker because of the sheer amount of roles that he has, which is right now at 866.
Good Lord.
Wow.
So I'm doing a multi-part, and the reason I'm doing it is because I spoke with Mark Cosplay and his son, he's fighting cancer right now. So I wanted to do a quick dedication on my next video for him because, being a kid with cancer and, being strong and everything. And so Mark's like, yeah, his favorite character is this guy. I'm like, oh, crap, I already covered him. And he said, oh, Soundwave. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll cover. And then I realized, oh, God, it's Frank Welker. Thank you. So now I can't back down. But I'm having a lot of fun doing it. But it's been 2 weeks of my scripts are usually 3 pages, like on a regular one. I'm at 8. And that's a lot of pictures to download. I've been downloading pictures for at least 72 hours.
I bet.
So I hope it's good.
I mean, Frank Welker, he's definitely popular.
Oh yeah.
Did you know he started in comedy? I had no clue. He did impersonation of Bill Cosby's. I don't think these would fly right now, but he was so good at it. But then he would do stand up, like he'd be having a conversation, like 3-4 characters by himself, and then after that, it ends in a choir of ducks singing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," like crazy stuff. He's a machine. Like when he dies, they're probably gonna autopsy him and find new body parts in his throat. That's all I can think of. So yeah, so I'm thinking maybe 2 weeks I'll have part 1 released, and sometime I try to do it every 3 weeks to have a spotlight, and then try to do. I'm not much of a tour reviewer. Like if you've seen my stuff, I don't think I'm that good. I'm having fun, but like the last one was a dual Trax and Rhinox, and I didn't feel like doing it. But then then PPR in the comments said, because I said on Instagram, I don't think I'll review them. And PPR said, you have the camera, you have the backdrop, you have the figures, do the reviews. I'm like, okay, well, if he's requesting it, I might as well do it. Yep. And I had fun, so I just did a double, so it's longer video, but it's fun.
Do any of you, Memo, you do Joe's, right? Joe Classify?
Yeah. I just picked up the retro infantry commander or officer. I think about doing that. I do a mix of everything, to be honest. I do Legends, Black Series, Transformers.
Did you pre-order any of the Joes yesterday?
Oh yeah, I got all of the. I didn't do any of the Target exclusives, but I got the Spirit. I got Crocmaster and also Storm Shadow, which is the Storm Shadow we should have got in the first place.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to get rid of my other Storm Shadows because that is the. It looks like one of those articulate. What is it? The ninjas, that company that is it? Articulated Icons.
I'm not sure.
They make ninjas. It looks just like Storm Shadow. Looks like just one of those.
Okay.
With the bulky arms and everything.
And there's something different about them. I mean, just the build doesn't feel like any of the other classified series.
Yeah, it looks different.
Especially like when you bend his waist, it pops and just doesn't feel right. It feels like it's gonna break. But I mean, I'm gonna keep them. I've got one open and one in the package, but yeah, definitely getting that new one.
I pre-ordered all the Target, the Bat, the Viper, and the Outback. Yeah, Outback. Yeah.
Outback.
I don't know that character at all, but he looks crazy, like crazy old dude with a gun.
He does look great. It's like Old Man Logan is what he reminds me of.
Yeah. So, but the Bat, I got the Python Patrol Bat. I'm gonna get the regular one whenever they announce it.
Yeah.
Just because it comes with a different head and all that.
Pre-orders are coming soon, I guess. Now, is it going to have a regular head, or is it just going to be the battle damaged head?
It's got two. It's got the regular head, and then it's got the one with the messed up eye.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it looks like it comes with two, like another accessory or something that the Python one doesn't come with too. So,
like, I guess it was like the damaged one where you could take out the chest or something.
Yeah,
like
both
that.
of them have like a plate you can pull off. But the Python one looks different than the Bat. The Bat looks more like the toy that you had as a kid with the yellow and the red in the center.
I remember those.
The Python one looks like it's got maroon, like a maroon shirt, and it looks like it's dressed up to be more human in appearance. To be honest,
it's better for infiltration.
That Croc Master, that's
insane.
I had that.
That is fantastic.
I had all that stuff, man.
Original one.
I had all that stuff.
I was hoping they were going to announce Dreadnoks.
They need to. I mean,
I'm all in on Dreadnoks. Give me all of Dreadnoks.
They got to come with a motorcycle, though.
Yeah. I thought about getting that Punisher bike because that seemed like that worked good for Zartan.
Yeah. To be honest, go to the Jada section in Target or Walmart. Just look at their motorcycles. There's a lot of them that would be fitting. Harley Davidsons and stuff like that. Just do a little.
I've never seen anything like that in mine. They don't never have bikes or any. Like we have a bunch of Hot Wheels and stuff like that, but I never see like the bikes. I've seen them before on different videos, but I've never seen them here.
T-Man has a whole list in his recommended stuff on Amazon. Different motorcycles.
Okay.
That can be used as figures. But yeah, just do an Amazon search for 112 scale motorcycle. You'll have plenty to choose from.
Man, that spirit.
Casual get 3D print you one.
And they wouldn't have to do much with Spirit, even coloration, to change that to a shipwreck. To be honest,
yeah,
a little bit different shirt on the elbows, maybe, but different head. They could really pull off a shipwreck.
You already got a bird mold.
Yeah, he's got the bird too.
Get a Polly.
So they're gonna do a shipwreck. Have you gotten barbecue yet? Mine hasn't shipped.
No, not yet. I thought about getting it from Chosen Prime, but it's twice the price just for one.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Yeah, scalper price on online retail store. That's fine.
It's not a scalper price. They get theirs directly from Asia, so they have to pay higher fees for it.
Okay, for shipping and
in the U.S. it's a Target exclusive, so they have to pay more in order to be able to sell it.
Yeah.
So exclusive plague everything, not just Transformers.
I don't think it's exclusives. I think it's just Target to be honest.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
See,
it seems
Target
to be better this year though. So
it is.
Last year was terrible. I didn't get anything. And what I got now is because they did the reissues on the Viper and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What
I thought that the faker was going to be really hard to find. I went and looked yesterday. There was probably 6 fakers on the shelf.
the Revelations one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Last year shelves were barren everywhere, like Walmart, Toys R Us. Nothing was nowhere. And then this year, it looks a lot better. Except Walmart is really, they forgot the War for Cybertron line and Studio Series. Like it's pretty much Cyberverse all the time now. But Toys R Us this year they're impressive.
I wish we had Toys R Us still.
Yeah, well, they're trying to relaunch in the US like for a second time, so hopefully it'll work. I'm just worried how it's gonna work because now every Target exclusive gets shipped to Toys R Us in Canada, because Target in Canada was the biggest failure in the history of any business. They opened across Canada in hundreds of stores, and within 6 months, Walmart bought back all of their lease.
That's surprising.
It was terrible. Like now, like where there was a Target, there's a food store. Like they didn't bring anything special that Walmart wasn't already doing, so people just kept going to Walmart. So, but yeah, it was pretty barren last year. This year is pretty good. So, but if Toys R Us reopen in the US, is Toys R Us Canada still gonna get the Target exclusives? I don't know. So
Target, I think their biggest problem is distribution. It's inconsistent.
Yeah,
like with NECA gargoyles, for example. Like you got them the other day. I know that Deluxe saw him on the shelf during one of his reviews or during one of his toy hunts, but my region for Target, I have them look every week or so, and 0 in any stores in my area. None on order, none on hand.
Well, if I go by Target this week, you want me to pick you up one?
I've got one coming in from Entertainment Earth.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, though.
Yeah, because they had the. And I got to tell you, this is a fantastic price on this thing.
Yeah.
That's Goliath. Yeah.
$29. I'll just say 30 for.
If they show up here, I might get a second one just to maybe possibly customize the wings to see if I can pull off a folded look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a lot of complaint about the wings.
Well, I mean, they just announced Bronx, who has the draped wings for Goliath coming with him.
Okay.
They've been announcing a lot for that. I mean, they've got Demona. What's the alter ego for Goliath? His
Talos.
Yeah, and then Brooklyn was just announced.
Oh, okay.
Is it Brooklyn or Bronx?
Bronx. Well, Bronx as well as, was it Brooklyn?
Bronx
they announced another one.
Well,
Bronx was the dog, but the older one,
the old
was
brown
Brooklyn.
one, right?
Oh yeah, with the goatee,
Brooklyn.
with the beard, and the
I
think that was Brooklyn. Man, I haven't watched that show in years.
They just announced him, so yeah. I mean, next year's going to be busy for NECA.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to keep my wife's sanity to a maximum, so I'm just gonna keep doing Transformers, and
I wish NECA would have done Silverhawks.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I bought her the Halloween 2 Ultimate Michael Myers, with 3 different face, 3 hands, all the weapons he killed people with, and she's not a collector at all, but she I told her I bought you a Halloween decoration. She loves Halloween, and that's her favorite movie. She watches Halloween 1 and 2 every October, so I got her that, and from a CMD store, so I was really happy she was happy, but man, that head, pulling that switch the head, oh my god, tight. Very, very, very tight.
Yeah.
Are you gonna back the Sky Striker?
I don't know. It's a lot to me.
$229.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much. When they were talking about it, it's like, oh, this is gonna be like 120, 130 or something like that. And they said 229. I was like, Oh my God, that's
I mean, how much is the his tank? 25.
yeah.
I mean, that's how many his tanks is that?
And
Yeah.
Fire Talks is in the chat. Sorry, but Fire Talks, I hope you're okay because you
Yeah.
don't seem to be okay. But yes, I agree. I would have loved to have been with you guys at TFCon.
I would not do the chip.
Yeah,
challenge.
I would
Oh
have.
no, God, I wouldn't have done the chip.
Yeah,
Like
I'd have been filming.
if you ask the teenager you saw walk behind me, he keeps teasing me because mustard is too hot for me. So yeah, but no, I'm not backing any hash lab unless it's something I really like. The even Star Saber, I didn't back that. So
I back
Well, I
Star
mean,
Saber.
You can get can't you get a Sky Striker on Amazon for like 100-200 bucks?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Even the black version.
Yeah, you could get one cheaper than you could. This though, I'm not seeing. I just don't see the value in it. Yeah, I think it should have been cheaper than $229. I mean, I get you come with extra figures and tiers, and they're going to hit the tiers, I guess.
And
but
honestly, I'm surprised that's a backed item because, or it's a HasLab item because you put that on shelves, you are never going to be able to find it. It's going to sell out instantly.
I mean, I guess that's one positive of the hash lab that you back it, you have your figure. It's no contest,
But I mean, it's not a less popular figure or less a figure that's less recognized like Star Saber was. You know what I mean? Since he was Japanese only, wasn't he?
That's my worry with HasLab. Yeah, the Star Saber was
Sky Striker's probably the
Japanese,
most popular Joe vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you just make it and sell it? Because that's never going to go on clearance. You're gonna make your money off that easy. People are going to be buying 3 or 4 of them.
Oh yeah. So I backed Star Saber, and I wish I had backed the Razor Crest. That's the one thing I wish I'd gotten.
You gonna back the Rancor?
No.
I mean, how many versions is there already of the Rancor? I mean, I'm guessing he's gonna be huge, but
yeah, he's gonna be big. He's gonna be bigger than the Barge. Well, tall anyway.
Bigger than
the as long as the Barge, but he'll be wider than the Barge.
Wonder if he'd be bigger than the Sentinel.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about what HasLab is gonna turn the market into. Like, if they would do just obscure figures, or huge stuff. Like if they were to do a HasLab Death Star, that I would see. Not everybody's gonna have $500 for a massive Death Star.
I agree with Benjamin. He says that they should have done the HasLab should have been the aircraft carrier. I mean, that's more what I see as something to back. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, like if they were,
they could do $500-600 for that easy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like let's say they would do the Shield helicarrier as a HasLab. That would make sense. Like it's huge. You have rotors. You have that. That would make a lot of sense. But to have the Rancor and that other airplane, and it's like they would turn around and say, "Okay, we have a HasLab Optimus Prime." Like what?
I don't know if they could do the Black Series scale stuff in a HasLab because that would just be humongous.
Yeah.
Really.
They if we're going to do vehicles, they've got to stick to the smaller scale. But like the Black Series, they can do small vehicle, like very small vehicles.
X-wing, maybe.
Yeah.
Pushing the limits.
Like the A-wing or something, you could probably do the Snow Speeder. That's already been done.
Yeah, the helicarrier. I mean, since everything Legend scale is, the 1/12 scale, that helicarrier would be.
Well, I'm not saying do a helicarrier that scales with the figure. That'd be insane. That'd be like a 10,000. No, come on. That'd be huge. But I'm thinking, AT&T and stuff like that. Maybe that would be a good HasLab.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But again, if they would do like maybe, I don't know, a broadside as a HasLab, because he's not that common of a figure, and if he would be the same price as Star Saber, maybe that I would back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can see that.
it really depends what you like too. So
Does it sound like to you that the retro line, they're getting rid of the retro line and going to the O-ring?
I hadn't heard much about it, to be honest.
I couldn't quite figure out what they were saying. They're bringing out Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and O-ring, or are they going to keep doing what they were doing, or is that we done now and everything else is O-ring figures?
I wouldn't mind if they went back to the O-ring, to be honest.
I wouldn't either. I like
that's
the metal joint fig, the joints and everything.
that's my childhood right there, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because some of these retro figures, some of these joints are snap them.
The pilot for what was the Cobra helicopter? That figure is just yeah. I mean, I'm surprised with the retro line they're using figures that were not from the 80s, to be honest. I really think that they should have gone back to the O-ring, or at least tried to modernize what was released in the 80s.
Gonna switch headphones, guys.
Yeah, I got everything on the retro so far, so I hope they do switch. That's fine, but
not as sexy anymore. But
I passed on the Hiss 2. I've got 2 of the black ones.
I've got one of his 3s and one of his 1s. I won't go and pick it up, but it's got that one character in there that doesn't come with anything else. So.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch PulseCon?
I watched parts of it.
Yeah, I went back and watched last night. I was listening to the Joe stuff at work.
Still looking for a breaker.
Yeah. So. I was surprised that they didn't announce any studio series. Like, they only talked about some games and the Legacy line. But I don't know. I don't think it was they did that much for Transformers. Even Power Rangers.
Last year either, did they? They didn't do studio series.
Well, the last
wasn't it last year that they announced the studio series? Because that's when we started getting. Wasn't that when we first started getting pictures of?
The 86. But in general, just a line like the movie. They don't never really show anything on Pulse.
I do. But even the last Pulse, not PulseCon, but the last Fan First Friday, it was pretty weak release. Perceptor was probably the big one.
I got that one pre-order. For sure.
I haven't pre-ordered him. If I see him in store, I might pick him up. Like, he's a good bot. I like the voice actor more than the character.
I think I pre-ordered him on the same day I pre-ordered the Xbox Perceptor or the X-Transbots Perceptor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still need to get that guy. He comes with all the little mini bots from the microscopic episode.
I mean, I had the Fans Toys pre-order, then I saw that one with all the accessories, and what is it, $50, $75 cheaper?
Yeah. And it looks just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
Okay.
X-Transbots is throwing out like 100 robots. So.
Yeah, that's going to be a schedule that's impossible to keep up with.
Yeah.
We won't. That's going to probably be their planned releases for like the next 3 years or more. No way, all that's coming out in 2022.
Yeah. Well, does your wallet want it all in 1 year? You wanna spread that.
My wallet hates me.
Yeah.
My wallet hates New Age and Magic Square releasing stuff within like the same week each other.
Thank God I'm not into those third parties. I'd be crying a lot more.
The Legacy game, once you get that bug, like at Patriot Prime, getting that Magic Square Minosaur set. Oh, he's done.
Watch.
He's gonna be he's gonna be up late at night contemplating his future as far as Legends go.
Yeah, it's like the first one's free, or not even free, but it's like Larkin.
Well, I just went on Chosen Prime and I ordered Perceptor, Shockwave.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is about these Legends, but I just love them, and yeah. I'm with you, H&E. My wallet's falling apart.
Yeah,
I've canceled a bunch of Masterpiece pre-orders.
Heck, I give up trying to find an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, so now I'm just trying to find a Switch OLED.
Yeah, just PC. I've given up on console gaming a while back. So my PC right now, me and my buddies are playing Warframe like crazy.
Are you?
If you like a good hack and slash, yeah, where you basically you level up your stuff and then you sell them and then you get new stuff and it's all free, but you can buy skins and everything. So yeah, Warframe is really good. So
Warframe has been around for a long time.
oh yeah, I had 2012, I think, maybe earlier than that, but it's still very active.
I've been playing a lot of New World, the new release from Amazon, their MMO.
Okay.
I've been playing Insurgency.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Xbox. I had it on PC, but I played it on Xbox. That'll do me until Forza comes out and then Battlefield. Then once Battlefield comes out, that'll be all I play.
All Battlefield.
Yeah.
I try to avoid.
Do you guys have a Steam account?
Yeah, I do. Razyel Kayne.
Easy Tavi.
Yeah.
I will have to hook up. I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare lately.
If you want a good game on Steam, State of Decay, the second one. If you like zombie survival, my god, it's amazing. We played a lot of that. The first one was good too, but they did a lot of good improvement on the second one. So, good game.
Modern Warfare is doing a Halloween version of their survival version. What's it called? Warzone.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. I'm terrible at that.
Where you die and you come back as a ghost, and if you kill 3 people, get their souls, you can respawn as a human.
Oh, nice. But that's interesting. That's different. Yeah. That's good.
I'm terrible at Warzone. I always die. I never get killed one-on-one. It's always
it's the guy that's behind you.
Out of a building.
The guy's behind you. Yeah.
Every time. I play shoot the ship on Modern Warfare, nonstop. That shipment and the shoot map.
I do a lot of RPGs. Like Skyrim was a major one, but I still play a lot of old games like Baldur's Gate and they announced the Dark Alliance from Dungeons and Dragons, and it was a piece of crap. The reviews were terrible. I'm like, yep, not buying it. And I was looking forward to it. I played
it on Xbox, and it was oh my god. So I was playing. I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, but I was playing like this ice guy or whatever at the beginning of the game, and it was just we were like in this center section, and these trolls or whatever would come out, and you'd have to fight them. It was so like laggy, like from hit to where it registered. It's not fun.
No, it was like anything. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons, like the books, the anything since 1996, and every video game that comes out, I always start to do it. I actually bought a figure from one of my friends. I bought the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Dritz, the Dark Elf with a panther and everything, and I didn't get it for me though. Just he collects Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So that game was like, 4-player co-op, and you can play as Dritz and all the characters that we know. And when we saw the review and the gameplay, just one of my friends actually got them and played it, and he said that if you forget it's a D&D game, it's not bad. He had fun, but nah.
Well, guys,
I play a lot of Guild Wars too.
Also, for me, I'm gonna have to get off here. I gotta hang out with my wife a little bit before I gotta get ready to go to work.
Happy anniversary again, man!
Wow, happy anniversation.
10 years.
We didn't do anything, but we went out to eat Japanese food, and I spent way much more money than I planned on.
That's all you need. If you can, this day and age, 10 years is amazing. Me and my girlfriend, I call her my wife, but it's going on 8 years. And it's the longest relationship I've been in, and I hope I get I want to hit that 10 years and way much more. So congrats, man.
Congrats. How many years?
10.
Yep.
Doesn't feel like 10, to be honest with you.
Yeah. When you look at your wallet and all the money you spent, it does.
Yeah, I don't
So,
try not to do that. Like with Transformers, I don't add up. Never
No.
add up the money.
Don't do that.
Don't
don't do
ever
it with
that.
kids
Never.
either.
Kids, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Transformers. and
Actually,
stuff,
there was
it does.
an old movie, an old movie. I think it was Italian movie. It played on the French station, but it was a dad that calculated everything and kept every receipt of
Oof.
everything he ever bought. And when his son was 17, he said, "You have 1 year to pay me back," and it was like $1 million something. So, and it was just that kid trying to figure out how to make that money. So it was fun. I planned to do that with my oldest, but my wife at the time was like, "No, like, come on, it's an investment."
No.
All right.
All right.
What I'm gonna do is I didn't do it in the beginning of this video. I will put your links to your channels in the description.
Thank you.
When it posts
Thank
up,
you.
so you got that in there. Everybody, if you're watching this, if you haven't subscribed to Razyel and Memo, please do. Memo224, Razyel Kayne reviews, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Check them out. Hit the subscribe button. And subscribe to me. That would help me out a lot. I'm at 135. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting like a spike in subscribers. I think Zeta's video is helping or something. Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Streaming Utabi to get his hour counts.
Yeah, it still sucks. I think I'm gonna do a Patreon just because I don't think YouTube wants me to get any money. So
Yeah.
I don't
How
know.
many hours do you need? Like 4,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got like last I looked, it said 3508, and at one point I had 3,998. I was 2 hours away.
Ah,
What?
Yep.
that's bad, man. You have to hit that 365 days,
Yeah.
of
And it
that's
just
why I'm
cuts off.
streaming you like pretty much every work day I get at work, open YouTube, streaming Utabi for 8 hours, and hopefully that helps. So
All I need is one video where everybody watches like an hour. I need to make one of those fireplace videos where like the fire's crackling
There you go.
and make
Yeah.
like a couple
Put that
hour
up.
long.
Put that up for Christmas. I'll stream that.
Yeah.
I'll stream that for Christmas.
Put that up. That's a good idea.
Oh, there we go. That's cool.
All right,
All right.
guys. Thanks for watching the video. Raz, Memo, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, thanks for having me, guys. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Check out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and be a positive member to the community.
All right.
Same thing. And remember that nothing in life gives you the right to be an asshole.
There you
Take
go.
care.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
watching. See you down the road.
See ya.
Bye-bye.